Hello guys, and welcome to my first long-form video. This video is also a 50 subscriber special LOL. Because of 50 subscribers, I will explain SCP-002-050. Also, I will be playing SCP, Nine-Tailed Fox mod in the background. Well, anyways, let's get started.
Let's do this.
SCP-002. SCP-002 is a big-looking meatball, aka the living room. Anyone who enters it will eventually turn into a furniture made out of flesh. SCP-003. SCP-003 is an electrical circuit that grows by consuming hair, nails, and other biological stuff. SCP-004. SCP-004 is an old barn door that has 12 keys. SCP-004 leads to an abandoned factory. SCP-005. SCP-005, or the skeleton key, is a key that can unlock all locks in the world. SCP-006. SCP-006 is a natural water fountain. If interacted with it, the one who used it will become really healthy. Also, 05 to 1 uses SCP-006 on a regular basis. SCP-007. SCP-007 is a 25-year-old man with an entire planet in his abdomen. SCP-008. SCP-008 is a deadly virus that can turn people into zombies. SCP-009. SCP-009 is a red infecting crystal that freezes when it's hot and melts when it's cold. If touched, the victim will slowly turn into the same red crystal. SCP-010. SCP-010 are 6 iron collars that are controlled by a remote. If someone wears it, anyone with access to the remote can control them entirely. SCP-011. SCP-011 is a Civil War memorial statue in Woodstock, Vermont that occasionally shoots birds. SCP-012. SCP-012 is an old sheet of Italian music that hypnotizes people if they get close and makes them open their wrist and finish it with their own blood. SCP-013. SCP-013 are 242 cigarettes that have Blue Lady written on them in blue. If smoked, the smoker will describe themselves as uncommon women with random features. SCP-014. SCP-014 is a 30-year-old Caucasian male that claims to live forever and then started to slowly turn into concrete. SCP-015. SCP-015 is a big connection of pipes that are 120 miles, 190 kilometers big. They are made out of human flesh, bones, granite, steel, and wood. SCP-016. SCP-016 is a blood-like liquid that can infect people. SCP-017. SCP-017 is an 80 centimeters long shadowy humanoid figure that can consume anything without leaving a trace. SCP-018. SCP-018 is a bouncy ball made by a company called Whammo Company. It can bounce with 200% more efficiency than a normal bouncy ball. SCP-019. SCP-019 is a big vase. If someone comes near it, it releases instances of SCP-0192-S. SCP-020. SCP-020 is a yellow-colored, fast-spreading mold that spreads everywhere if not contained in a right way. SCP-021. SCP-021 is a big arm tattoo of a dragon that is alive and can move. If it moves, the person with the tattoo feels a really bad pain. SCP-022. SCP-022 is a morgue in a hospital in Great Britain. The morgue causes anyone who's laying on it to expire for some reason. SCP-023. SCP-023, or the Black Shuck, is a Volf that has red eyes. Staring at the eyes can cause death. SCP-024. SCP-024 is an abandoned game show building where there was only one winner. Anyone who lost was killed, but the police found out about it and gave the Foundation important info. It's basically like Squid Games. SCP-005. SCP-005 is a small wooden wardrobe full of clothes from the 1920s to the present. The clothes from the 1970s are almost fully eaten by moths and other bugs. SCP-026. SCP-026 is an abandoned three-story public school building where several people had gone missing. SCP-027. SCP-027 is an uncommon phenomenon that follows humans wherever they go, and it also attracts insects. SCP-028. SCP-028 is an abandoned storage yard, and it is a 7 feet to 0.1 meter cube that does no effect unless someone enters the place. They're hit with everything to know about the SCP for only 3 to 6 seconds before it going away. SCP-029. SCP-029 is a female Asiatic Indian woman who is 80% black and 20% no melanin. She can use anything as a weapon, but she likes to strangle people. SCP-030. SCP-030 is a hairless, genderless gray-tone man who can speak more than 5 languages. SCP-031. SCP-031 is an organism with a mass of about 7,500 kilograms. It's located at the hotel in Pyongyang, North Korea. At its peak, it contaminated all 105 floors and destroyed some. SCP-032. SCP-032 is a human-type entity which looks like a Caucasian woman and has refined oil inside. SCP-033. SCP-033 is a field of complex mathematical symbols, from simple ones to ones that only people with the IQ of Einstein will understand. SCP-034. SCP-034 is a 1,000-year-old sharp obsidian knife. It was used by priests of native tribes to flay their victims alive and wear their skin. SCP-035. SCP-035 is an ancient Greek-looking comedy mask that, if worn, would release a deadly corrosive black liquid on the victim, possessing and eventually killing them. SCP-036 is a small anomalous airport in the northern part of Iraq. If anyone except the people called pilgrims enter the plane, they will go missing shortly. The pilot and co-pilot both wear masks. SCP-037. SCP-037 is a star that has diameter of 2 inches 5 centimeters. Entered the Earth's magnetosphere somewhere in the North Pole. SCP-038. SCP-038 is an apple tree that can grow anything that touches its bark. SCP-039. SCP-039 are 23 proboscis monkeys that lost their eyes due to radiation. SCP-040. SCP-040 is a human child capable of at-will manipulation. SCP-041. SCP-041 is a human suffering from irreversible damage to the central nervous system. Many believe he was infected, so he was given antibiotics that made him feel a little better. He also needs a respirator to survive. SCP-042. SCP-042 is an animal believed to be a member of the genus Equus. It's 183 centimeters and weighs around 710 kilograms. But it's lost some weight due to it refusing to eat. It's fed some liquid stuff that keeps it alive but weak. SCP-043. SCP-043 is a copy of the White Album by the Beatles that plays from start to end no matter where the needle is put. On the 29 track, instead of playing Revolution 9, breathing can be heard. SCP-044. SCP-044 is a big weapon made by Germany in World War II by Albert Speer and the German Minsitter under SCP-045. SCP-045 is a 1.7 meters and 2.6 cubic centimeters ice-12, which is twice the density and radius of a normal ice-12. SCP-046. SCP-046 is a predatory botanical mass located in the southwestern of Kentucky. The other part of SCP-046 or SCP-046-1 is a large mass of vegetative matter, and SCP-046-2 is the land where SCP-046-1 is. SCP-047. SCP-047 is a heavily rusted gas tank that evaporates in open air and turns into a deadly infecting chemical. SCP-048. SCP-048 is a cursed SCP designation because if an anomalous item gets the designation SCP-048, it gets destroyed, decommissioned, stolen, or lost. SCP-049. SCP-049 is a respectful, polite, and well-mannered man, wearing a plague doctor's clothes from the 13th-16th century Europe. He thinks that everyone is infected with a plague that he calls the pestilence. His touch is lethal and can kill anyone once he kills someone. He performs a surgery on them that he calls curing. That surgery reanimates them and turns them into a zombie SCP-0492. His robe is actually a part of his body, including the beak, which I never knew, thanks to this subscriber telling me that. And now, finally, SCP-050. SCP-050 is a statue of a monkey reading a book that has "to the cleverest" written on it in cursive. It's resistant to all sorts of damage. When left alone, he becomes useful and antagonizes its owner. Well, that was the 50 subscriber special. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for tomorrow. Bye.